Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIHL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
Welcome to PIHL Hockey 2017 here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. High school hockey at tribhssn.triblive.com is sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. Now let's head ringside for all the high school hockey action only here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Good evening and welcome to 2017-18 PIHL action here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. As tonight we are already underway here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville between the homestanding Shaler Titans and visiting Pine-Richland Rams. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Lee Mohn. Lee, we've had just about 5 minutes of action elapse in this first stanza. No score, but so far a lot of offense, especially for Pine-Richland. 7 shots on goal.
Yeah, Pine-Richland's been really bringing it to the goalie for Shaler and Mr. Wolf there, and Wyatt Wolf coming in with a record of 4-4. Really made some key saves early on.
As another puck goes towards the net by Pine-Richland. That time it's not on the cage for the Rams, is on defense. Spencer Platt for the Titans. Shaler, as we see it, going right to left, wearing the home white jerseys with the red and blue trim as the Titans ice the puck. On the other side, Pine-Richland going left to right, wearing the green jerseys, the white numbers, and the black trim as well. As we mentioned, it is period number 1, 11:42 remaining. So far, shots 7-3 in favor of Pine-Richland.
And Peter Coco, the goalie for Pine-Richland, coming in with a record of 0-2, 5.26 goals against. Not the regular goalie, but Preston in action tonight.
As a long shot misses wide of the cage that time for the Titans. Both these teams reside in the AA classification. Pine-Richland in the Northwest Division with 9 points, 4-3-1-0 mark. Shaler also 9 points, playing in the South and West Division as his puck trickles through the goal mouth and now cleared out by the Titans. As going 1-on-2 for Shaler is Mitchell Weary, where he tries to make a move but knocked off the puck. Good defense there by Pine-Richland.
Yeah, it's kind of strange to be talking about Pine-Richland in double-A. They've been in at the highest classification for quite.
Now a centering pass in front and a big save in front by Coco for the Rams. A golden opportunity for the Titans. Shaler still with the offensive zone. And a shot blocked, trickles into the corner, now comes out in front. It's poked away with the stick of Coco to a defenseman. And now the outlet pass goes to center ice for William Stutt.
Yeah, boy, Weary had all kinds of time there, too. Good save there by Coco.
Now an offside call against the Rams will stop play with 10:31 remaining in this opening period. We mentioned these teams identical records, both 9 points. The Titans, the home team, 30 goals for, 31 against, 175 penalty minutes. On the other side, Pine-Richland, 40 goals for, 30 against, just 64 penalty minutes for the Rams under the guidance of Jim Black in his second year as a long shot on the cage. An easy save that time for Wyatt Wolf. Wolf has played all of the action so far here in 2017-18 campaign for Shaler. As a turnover in front, a shot from a tough angle that time by Alexander Ryan, and a good save and cover from Wyatt Wolf.
Yeah, talking to Coach Black, he really expects a low-scoring game here tonight between these two squads.
He wants a better start from his team. They were down 3-0 after 2 periods last game. Managed to win that contest against Hampton 4-3. But he doesn't want to have to come from behind as a tough angle shot actually hits off of the pads that time of Coco, now to the far side of the rink. Back out to the neutral zone. Not able to make the move there was Ryan. It's turned over, and the Titans come back the other way, getting it deep. Back defensively for Pine-Richland is Nicholas Monaco. Monaco has some time behind his cage. Wraps it around the boards, not able to get it out, however. And now it does come out. And it's just over the stick momentarily of R.J. Fisher, and Fisher tried to keep it in, but not able to do so before the puck came out of the zone for an offsides.
Yeah, thought it was in, and then that puck just slid underneath that blade across the blue line, so the offside's called. 9:41 left here, first period.
A lot of stoppages, but no penalties so far in this contest.
An awful lot of stoppages.
You mentioned Pine-Richland, a team that resided in the highest classification until this year, and so far so good for Jim Black and his squad.
Yeah, when I think about Pine-Richland, I always think about, well, there's a nice save there. I always think about Brendan Sod coming from Pine-Richland. Saw him growing up playing, and then now playing where is he now? Columbus?
Yeah, he's back with Chicago.
So back with Chicago. I knew Chicago, went to Columbus, now he's back to Chicago. Wow.
That shot from the point coming from Platt forces an offensive zone draw for the Titans.
Yeah, a lot of shots on goal here. 10-7 early, only 8 minutes in already.
The Rams win that draw. Now Pine-Richland behind its own net. On the backhand is Garrity. He's able to move it up the near boards. Now a backhand pass, an errant one that time from Jared Eggert. Right back to center ice. First team to it is the Rams. Now skating with possession is Garrity. Tries to get it deep again, but to no avail. Good job defensively that time by Trey Junker for the Titans. Third time the puck is deflected and now back into Titans defensive territory. Pass to the near side boards to Cameron Wiechek, one of the top players for this Titans squad. He leads them with 9 assists and 14 points. On the other side, leading Pine-Richland, Nicholas Lindauer with 16. Rams in the offensive zone, but kept to the perimeter thus far. And now it's behind the cage. Backhand clearing attempt by David Serra. Doesn't make its way out, but support by the Titans in the second effort does. Now back in his own zone for Pine-Richland is Garrity. Spins off the forecheck and then plays up to a teammate. Rams not able to clear it out, however, as it comes back down low. Turning attempt, and it's blocked in front. Good opportunity for the Titans.
Yeah, good job by Monaco to block that.
And now Pine-Richland clears it out, and skating with some speed is Lindauer. He comes in, pulls up, looking across the centering feed, redirected by the defense right on the cage. Wyatt Wolf had to make the save. And now the Titans trying to clear the zone, not able to do the first time, but now we're able to skate it out.
Yeah, Eggert almost had a chance there. Wolf, good job blocking that near side.
7:25 remaining in period number 1. No score between Shaler and Pine-Richland here in Harmarville at the Alpha Ice Complex. And now a turnover defensively by the Titans. Good pursuit on the forecheck by Hunter Knobloch, but ultimately just couldn't maintain possession for Pine-Richland. Centering feed tipped deeper by Phipps. Now Phipps will play it back to a teammate in his own zone. Centering pass partially deflected. Pine-Richland the first team to it as Luzier plays it deep. Now back out to center red. Luzier has it along the near side. Cross ice pass broken up where he enters the zone 1-on-2, loses possession. Just about 6.5 minutes remaining in period number 1 on this video broadcast. Drop pass doesn't work. Titans come up with it. Now flipping the pass to Seth Walzer, who gets it behind the cage. Back out in front, broken up by the Rams. Now Pine-Richland quickly transitions to the offensive side, but this play a delayed offsides. That allows the Titans to regroup and come the other way. Good backhand feed, and now backdoor and a shot and a great save. Golden opportunity by R.J. Fisher, but a terrific stop by Peter Coco.
Yeah, he tried to go top shelf, was able to elevate that shoulder and got the stick on it.
Now we have some continuous play here after a lot of early stoppages. Still no score between Pine-Richland and Shaler. Shot from the point, nearly fanned upon, and now Walzer enters the zone, going 1-on-1, goes through the legs of the defender, but good job shielding him off that time by Garrity. Rams have a hard time clearing. Ryan now has it near boards. Feeds up to center. 2 players go down.
Should be a penalty.
And it will be a penalty. Yep. As the Titans will go to the box, the guilty party, Sam Stadahar. So the first power play of this game comes in favor of the Rams with 5:32 remaining in this opening stanza.
Yeah, and the block got tripped up there in the center, so good opportunity here for the Rams to break this tie. Well, feels weird to be inside, doesn't it?
Yes. Nice warm venue here in Harmarville.
Unlike what you're going to be in Hershey this weekend.
Yeah, of course, we will have football coverage. Is now a breakaway opportunity for Shaler and Wieczek. He comes in and he scores. Short-handed, just 7 seconds into the penalty kill. And the leading scorer, Cameron Wieczek, makes Pine-Richland pay.
Boy, that puck just squirted off off the face-off, and Wieczek, boy, all alone for nobody behind him by a good 20 yards, and nice low shot. Looked like he went 5-hole. Get the early lead for Shaler, 1-0, short-handed. That
is Wieczek's 6th goal of the season, and he gives his team the lead with 5:25 remaining. Still 1:53 remaining on the power play for Pine-Richland as the Rams slate to get a 5th player on the ice.
I'm assuming that should be an unassisted goal.
We will wait for official word as McLeister back in his own zone for Pine-Richland. Outlet pass partially deflected, and now another one broken up. Good penalty kill so far as where he comes in. Long shot, and that one's fended off that time. Not a textbook save for Peter Coco, but he stopped it nonetheless. Rams get to center ice, but can get it no further as it's cleared the length of the ice by Shaler. 1:18 remaining on the man advantage. Titans with a 1-0 edge over Pine-Richland. 4:40 remaining in period number 1. McLeister enters the zone along the near boards. Now at the half wall. Plays it down low, below the crease. Centering pass, turning shot broken up, comes to the far point. And a shot broken up in front. Good job getting down on a knee to block it by Fuchs. Another shot from the point. This one doesn't make it through either. Titans trying to clear and are able to do so. As it goes the length of the ice, and Coco to play it. Good job by Coco to stick handle and leave it to Brendan Garrity. Garrity skates behind the cage and comes out the far side. Now he enters the offensive zone on the backhand. Still in possession. Gets to the goal mouth. Shuffles the shot in front, and it is saved and covered by Wyatt Wolf. That was almost an individual terrific play by Garrity, but it will lead to an offensive zone draw now for the Rams. 26 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of room, didn't they? He took advantage of it. Good job by Wolf to cover that short side.
Shout out to Chris Lackner, the videographer here tonight, for what is the first of 2 games that we'll have for you on a video broadcast. As a centering feed and a shot goes wide. Sarnowski had some room, or excuse me, that was Monaco. As another shot, that time Wolf makes a save. Nicholas Monaco had the best opportunity so far with just 5 seconds left. Now a shot in front, that one off of the blocker. Hit out of the air with a high stick, but behind the cage now. Pine-Richland gets to the puck, but the man out of the box, and Stadahar makes a play defensively.
Good job coming out of that box, or coming from behind to make that play.
Wieczek flutters one towards the cage, but high. So the first power play yields nothing for Pine-Richland. It yielded something for Shaler, a shorthanded goal by Wieczek. It's 1-0 in favor of the Titans. Now it's center ice, a big collision. That was Voigt who laid the lumber. Ian Voigt showing his physicality. We have a delayed offside, so now the Titans have touched up. Tipped into the offensive zone by Lindauer, but right to one of the Titans defenders. Clearing attempt doesn't work the first time, so back to pick it up is Fisher. He has some time and plays D to D. Now from the near side, the outlet pass, an errant one off of the stick of Fulmer for Pine-Richland as he goes back into his own territory. Skates it out, nearly turns it over. Second clearing attempt doesn't work as well, and it gets shuffled towards the goal where Coco pokes it away.
Yeah, Junker had a nice opportunity. Looked like he might have been trying to pass it forward, but got tied up. But Shaler, good job keeping that puck in the zone.
2:15 remaining. Period number one. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Lee Mohn here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. 1-0 in favor of the home-standing Shaler Titans. Has a collision behind the Shaler net this time. Now the Titans get it to Mitchell Fuchs. He enters the zone along the near side. Tries to pass across. That one doesn't make it through. Too wary, but he's still able to come up with it. Now it's poked off his stick back into neutral territory. Nathan Bach has it. Now intercepted by Antonio Benotto. Benotto puts one low along the ice towards the goaltender Wolf, who's able to make the stop and cover up. 1:41 remaining in this opening period.
17 shots on goal already for Pine-Richland here in this first period.
There's been a lot of rubber on net between these two teams. 11 shots for the Titans. The only goal coming for Shaler and for Wiechik. Shaler wins the draw initially, but can't do anything with it. Now back to the far point. And it's played back to that point. Monaco steps in, gets a shot off of the glove of Wolf. It trickled wide of the cage. Wolf got enough of it to make that stop. Now back to the near point, over to the far side. Turning shot, that one hit a body in front, never made it on net. Good pressure here by Pine-Richland, but ultimately Shaler's able to get the puck out. Garrity at center ice.
One thing Wolf's been doing, he's been giving up a lot of rebounds.
There's another one, he got a glove on it, but couldn't hang on. He is making the saves.
Yeah, doing that quite a bit.
As Wiechik chases the puck, but he's just not able to catch up to it in time as it goes for an icing against the Titans. Exactly 1 minute left in this opening period.
Yeah, you've been seeing Wolf, trying to catch the puck, but he's not able to grasp it. At least he's making the save, which is the good thing.
Yeah, for any goalie, you want rebound control, but the biggest thing is to make the save. As he makes another save on a turning shot, again a rebound, and Pine-Richland will get to it first. But a pass back to the blue line doesn't work, and now the Titans come the other way. Fuchs enters the zone, a very dangerous player. His 7 goals pace the squad. Now the Titans have it back behind the net. A centering pass in front intended for Fuchs doesn't connect, and that's going to allow Pine-Richland to come the other way. Lindauer into the zone. Pass in front, and it's off the side of the net. Looked like a golden opportunity for Jared Eggert. He just could not cash in.
Yeah, Jared Eggert just got a little bit too deep. Great 2-on-1.
That was a terrific feed by Lindauer. Down to the final 20 seconds of period number 1. Pine-Richland turning up the pressure. Now behind his cage for the Titans is Fuchs. Tries to get it out and will be able to do so. 5 seconds remaining. And Pine-Richland will just dump it deep. That'll effectively bring an end to the first period as the horn sounds, and after 17 minutes, the score 1-0 in favor of the Shaler Titans over the Pine-Richland Rams. We'll step aside. You are listening to and watching PIHL Hockey 2017. It's here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Triblive High School Sports Network.
This is the Triblive High School Sports Network. I'm Sean Meyers alongside my broadcast colleague Lee Mohn. We move to period number 2 here at the Alpha Ice Complex. 1-0 the lead in favor of the homestanding Shaler Titans over the visiting Pine-Richland Rams. Mention these teams with identical records, 4-3-1-0 for both squads, good for 9 points each. Pine-Richland currently residing in 5th place in the Northwest, whereas in the Southeast, Shaler in the number 4 spot. Lee, we saw a lot of shots in period number 1.
Yeah, 20-11. Wolf giving up a lot of those rebounds, but the good thing is they didn't let anything back, but Pine-Richland putting some good pressure on.
The team switched sides. Pine-Richland in the green jerseys going right to left now. The Titans in the home whites.
The shorthanded goal was the difference.
And that was by Cameron Weechick, as Pine-Richland had some good zone time at the end of the period and trying to do the same to begin the second period, but now the Titans outlet it. Long shot steered away on the attempt by Zach Sarnowski. Now Pine-Richland flips it up into the air and out to the neutral zone. Could be a 2-on-1, developing a beautiful feed in front. It's going to be a breakaway opportunity, a shot and a goal for Pine-Richland's William Stutt, as he has tied this game up, and a great feed led to that.
Great 2-on-1 pass, and boy, he waited for Wolf to make his move, and he did, and then was able to beat him on the far side, just underneath the arm there. Make it 1-1. Great pass to Pine-Richland, able to tie this game up.
That is goal number 9 for Stutt. Ties Lindauer for the team lead. And coming just 35 seconds into this second stanza. Now a centering feed and a shot over after making the save over Coco's shoulder. Now the Rams have another opportunity on a one-on-one situation. Good defense that time on Knobloch. Do you happen to pick up the assist on that one?
No, I could not. I'm trying to, did not quite hear it. I'm trying to get to the website to see what.
Pine-Richland has gotten the equalizer early in this second period. It is 1-1 between Shaler and the Rams. Back in Titans territory and a turnover. And now centering feed into this slot, a shot right off the helmet. Rebound opportunity, 1 save, 2 saves. It's underneath the pad that time of Wyatt Wolf. He might be a little shaken up after taking one off the helmet, but he made a couple good saves.
Yeah, I thought maybe that caught the crossbar, but you're right. I think it did hit his helmet, so takes the helmet off. But boy, good positioning there by Wolf.
Coach Jim Black in his second year guiding Pine-Richland, former commissioner of the PIHL. He said we needed to get off to a good start. Well, his team was down 1-0 after the first period, but certainly it has been a good start to this second period for the Rams. Back to the point. Far side shot goes wide of the net. That time for Pine-Richland's Garrity. Now a feed in front, broken up by the Titans and cleared out.
Yeah, Jim Black made a lot of changes in the PIHL during his time as commissioner, all for the good. Decided to step down, and now he's in the coaching.
Formerly with North Allegheny. As on the backhand defensively for the Titans is Fisher Keller. Skates it to the near side behind the net, but not able to get it out on the first try. Now it's played in deep, but offsides by the Rams and by Madeline. That'll allow the Titans to skate it up, flip it up to center ice, and just over the stick of the intended target, Trey Junker. Line changes both ways, in particular for the Titans, who now go back to retrieve with Fisher on the puck. Good feed up, where it's redirected in by Sam Stadahar. Stadahar behind the cage. Looks for a feed in front, turning shot.
Save.
That one ended up on his stick of Sarnowski, and a strong save by Peter Coco. Now the Rams quickly come the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 feed in front. It's redirected just wide of the cage. Good opportunity for Pine-Richland. Now back to the near point. Turning shot just missed. I don't know if the goaltender Wolf was able to track that offering from Ben McLeister.
Yeah, I think it just went wide.
Titans with a long shot, fighting that one off up high was Coco. Looked a little unorthodox doing so, but he made the save. This time, the more traditional glove save, and he'll hang on. This is the 4th game of the season for Coco. Daniel Stauffer is the primary goalie, but he's not here tonight. Coco looking for his first win of the campaign. On the other side, it has been Wolf between the pipes every game so far this campaign for the Titans.
Good action between these two teams early on.
Certainly is. Mentioned they are in the AA classification. Quaker Valley leading the Northwest Division. Greater Latrobe leading the Southeast Division in 2A. double A, whatever you want to call it. The PIHL writes it AA, so I'm inclined to call it double A as opposed to 2A, but same difference.
I'm still double A.
As the Rams trying to skate out of the zone, not able to do so, turned over, thought about playing it with the stick was Coco, but it looked like he lost the handle on it as it went into the far side corner. Now it's behind the cage. Back to the far side point and played deeper by Balk. Centering feet in front, intercepted. Now the Rams have it. Played up to center ice. Good job receiving the pass that time by Phipps. Phipps loses possession, however, and now could be a breakaway opportunity. Where he comes in and hits one off of the post, as you heard that one ring out. Mitchell Wary, a great opportunity, and now the Rams come back the other way on a 2-on-1. And a great defensive play there to make sure that that pass never made it through.
Yeah, Nathan Balk did a good job there. Took him down.
End-to-end action, opportunities both ways. Wary rung one off of the post. Now a backhand in front. Another backhand, that one goes through the crease and out the near side. And it's cleared out of jeopardy by the Titans. Just about 5 minutes into this second period, we are deadlocked at a goal apiece. One in the first for Shaler, shorthanded, and one just 35 seconds for the Rams into this second period.
Yeah, I don't think the coaches are going to be too happy with all the opportunities between these two teams right now.
Mentioned what Coach Black said was the key for his team. He also highlighted the fact that his team could go 4 lines deep. Very pleased with the depth that they've developed at forward. On the other side, the Titans under first-year head coach Steven Stadahar, they want to play a two-way game, make sure that they limit the penalties. Mentioned 175 penalty minutes coming into action tonight. They took the only penalty of this game so far, a 2-minute minor, but
it's worked out.
Yeah, it certainly did not hurt them as they were able to get the shorthanded goal courtesy of Wiechik. Now the Titans have it in the defensive zone. And a backhand pass off the near boards out to center ice. Pine-Richland plays it ahead. It's kicked forward by Medellin off of his skate. Calling for a pass back door, and now finally getting on his stick is Benotto. It's poked out. Titans have numbers coming the other way. Could be a delayed 4-on-3. Now a drop pass, big slap shot, nearly fanned upon as it went slowly on the cage. Easy stick save for Coco.
Yeah, he definitely missed that one.
Bad turnover by Pine-Richland on a blind backhand pass, but the Titans not able to capitalize initially. And now it does come out. Flat raced over, but just not able to keep it in. Good feed that time by Jason Fisher-Keller. A shot from the slot right into the chest. As unleashing that one was Stadahar, but up to the test was Peter Coco.
Yeah, Stadahar wants that one back. I think he was trying to go top shelf on the far side, but hit him right in the chest. But good job by Coco to come out and cut down that angle.
That's Lee Mohn. I'm Sean Meyers here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Chris Lackner manning the camera for this first of 2 video broadcasts that we'll have here tonight in Harmarville at the Alpha Ice Complex. Rams in their own territory. Good pressure by the Titans trying to force a turnover, but able to skate it out of jeopardy is Garrity. Garrity cuts across, now drops a backhand pass. It's played further down low. Now Garrity behind the cage, spins off but loses possession. And a strong outlet pass to the far side. Shot misses wide of the cage. And the Rams clear it the length of the ice. This one will go for an icing.
Yeah, good job by Monaco there as he did good defense there. Shaler's trying to look for that open man. Monaco, good job up front, tying up that offensive player for Shaler. So 1-1 halfway through the second period.
We had mentioned this is the first of 2 PIHL contests tonight. The second one, Pittsburgh Central Catholic, Erie Cathedral Prep.
Prep making the long trek down 79.
I made that similar trek for football not too long ago.
I love Veterans Stadium.
Cathedral Prep football team getting set for the state championship game later this week as a backhand pass intercepted by the Titans in front and by Balk in particular.
Yeah, that should be a fun rematch between them and Immohip Charter.
We will have 4 football championship broadcasts on the network later this week.
Yeah, you get quintuple away, huh?
Yes. Games 3 days in Hershey, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as it's dumped deep into the Titans' territory. Skating back is Sarah. Sarah loses the handle. Now it squirts out. Pine-Richland, the first team to it, a centering pass, but good defense that time by the Titans. Now back to Fulmer near side. His shot off of a skate and out of play.
Boy, I thought Phipps should have took that shot. He was looking for that perfect pass. He had a nice opportunity. Tried to look for the man out front and instead of taking a shot. Yeah, you get to work with Mr. Rebel. Mr. Rebel making a, he doesn't usually make that trip to Hershey, but he's making it out there.
He's craving some chocolate this year, I think.
Yeah, probably. It is Christmas time, so you can get some early Christmas shopping done without the family near him.
Just about halfway through this contest, it is a goal apiece between Pine-Richland and Shaler. A lot of shots registered as well as the Titans come in offsides, and now it's blown dead. 25 shots for Pine-Richland, on pace for about 50 in this game, and the Titans on pace for about 40. They have 19 so far.
Which is amazing. Both these goalies playing fairly well.
It's been a pretty clean game, just one penalty so far.
The referee's letting them play.
And there hasn't been very much egregious play either, which is good to see. That has been an issue for the Titans, as we mentioned, 175 penalty minutes entering play tonight. As it goes in towards Wolf, going wide of the cage, but he'll reach out with the glove and make the save. Meyers leading the classification, 212 penalty minutes.
Wow.
And Pine-Richland, I mentioned 64. That's tied for the lowest with Penn Trafford.
So, I mean, 212, if you break that down to like 8 or 9 games, you're talking like, what, 20 minutes a game, 30 minutes, 25 minutes a game?
That is over 9 games.
Wow. That's close to 25 minutes a game.
As the Rams skate out from behind the cage. Now back down below the goal. Good possession time for Pine-Richland and the captain, Benotto. As he spins it back, trying to get it to the point to Fulmer. First try didn't work, second one off the stick of Fulmer. Now could be opportunity the other way. Wary enters the zone, takes a shot, and a blocker save, and a routine one that time by Coco.
Boy, he's showing some great skating ability, isn't he? He's Wary.
Now, good physical defense, and the stick caught momentarily by the player who made that play, Bach, but he was able to rip it out, and the Titans can come the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 centering feed, broken up and ricochets wide of the cage. 2 players were skating back hard for Pine-Richland to make sure that pass didn't make it through.
Yeah, I think Fulmer was the one that deflected that, stopping that 2-on-1. Again, the opportunities are continue to come.
7:17 remaining, period number 2. If you've been watching from the onset, you know that there's a very brief delay between the first and second period, just about a minute or so, but they will take the traditional time in the locker room between the second and third period.
Clean the ice.
3 17-minute periods as a bit of a delay here.
Looking at the clock here.
And a 5th player very late to come out for the Rams in the form of Brian Phipps. Pine-Richland wins the draw, and Phipps able to get to it but can't get it out. Turnover just shy of the blue line. Now a turning dump attempt by the Titans. Pine-Richland now able to get it out to center ice, and it's played in further by Phipps. Ripped away, however, by Shaler, and the Titans' outlet pass doesn't work. Now deep into Rams territory. Garrity has it. Now Sarah on the backhand for Shaler. This is the first of 2 video broadcasts tonight on the network, as coming 1-on-2, taking a shot and just missing the cage that time was Stott. He has a lot of strength behind that wrist shot.
Yeah, he was trying to go top shelf and shot about 5 feet up over the cage and icing on Shaler.
We mentioned Erie Cathedral Prep playing in the second game, or Cathedral Prep as they like to be called, although people from Pittsburgh usually like to have that identifier.
I just call them Prep.
Pine-Richland, I believe they have a pretty good football team as well.
Just a little bit.
They will be playing in the championship game against St. Joe's Prep.
Another Prep.
On Saturday night.
That's the matchup everybody's been looking forward to since September.
I will be on the call alongside Josh Roundtree.
Have fun with that one.
For that game.
That should be a good time at another icing call. Yeah, those are two of the definitely best teams in the state there, Pine-Richland and St. Joseph's Prep. The St. Joe's, boy, they had a rough time in this semifinal, actually, the 53-49 game.
Yeah, come from behind victory against Coachville.
Down with 21-3 early.
Pine-Richland had a little bit of an easier time than St. Joe's as this puck goes behind the Titans bench, but it wasn't a dominant victory that we've seen so many times from Pine-Richland.
Well, Jerkovic's going to be healthy. They said he's supposed to be healthy on Saturday, getting it clear from the doctors, so.
This one goes in front. Speaking of healthy, one of the players that will be healthy soon for Pine-Richland, Jack Tyndall. He had a collarbone injury as a shot from the side of the net. Did it go in? It did. How did that one find its way through? Celebrating as Hunter Knobloch. The goaltender, Wolf Lee, it looks like he had his stick along the ice. I have no idea how that one snuck through, but it's in the back of the net, and a 2-1 lead for the Rams.
I have no idea either. He shot it, put it on net, and he went short side, and somehow it snuck through. So Knobloch's the one they said to celebrating. We'll see if there's an assist on it at all, but should be Knobloch. Boy, that's a crazy goal.
5:38 remaining in this second stanza. Pine-Richland now with its first lead. Titans scored on a shorthanded goal in the first period, but 2 in the second period has the Rams in front. Looking to add to that. Now a shot from the slot. In and out of the glove of Wolf, but the first player to it is a Titan. Now along the near side boards. Shaler gets it out. Fuchs has it through center ice. Backhand pass a little off the mark, but handled and played deeper by Walzer. Now Titan goes down behind the net. Back out to the far point. Shot right on the cage. Battle for the rebound. Good tie-up in front by Pine-Richland. And a good job of Coco tracking that as we have a whistle.
Behind the play here.
It'll be a slashing call.
See who they're going to get. They get weary. They sure did. He's complaining about it. Probably the retaliation is probably what it was. The players are battling. You always get the retaliation player.
So, Weary to the box. Second penalty of this contest. Both have gone against the Titans. This one coming with 4:52 left in period number 2. Sean Meyers and Lee Mohn here on the call. As Fowler enters the zone. Excuse me, Fulmer. 1:30 remaining on the man advantage for the Rams. Haven't got much of anything yet, but now have a man open back door. That pass ends up on the stick of McLeister. Plays it in front, but good job by the Titans to clear it out. Remember, Shaler's only goal in this contest came on the penalty kill. Titans would love to repeat that here. Now 4 minutes left in the period. 1:05 left in the man advantage. Rams have it in the zone momentarily, but now it's played back out. Good job by McLeister with Rechick bearing down on him. Blue liners change for the Rams.
Yeah, late line change. Fortunate to keep the puck in the zone.
It's down low for Pine-Richland. Good job defensively by Sarah. And now players jockeying. A lot of physicality, and we're going to have a call.
You got it. Those sticks
were
both
players.
Those sticks were flying up high there. See how the call goes. Wouldn't have doubt to see 5 minutes. Yes, Stute was one of them.
And the guilty party for Shaler is Seth Walzer.
Yeah, let's see how they call this. I mean, I wouldn't doubt seeing both 5 minutes of roughing penalties, but Stute's they're checking to see if he has a cut underneath his eye too. Definitely should be coincidental minors though.
As the Titans kick the puck forward off the faceoff, but racing over to keep it in is Lindauer. Now over to the near side. 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage, and it's cleared out. In the box for Shaler is Wary. He's set to come out in 15 seconds. Pine-Richland gets it back to Garrity. Moves it into the slot. Now from center point down low to the near side. And we have a whistle. Looks like the puck's going to come out of the zone. I don't know if there's maybe goaltender interference, but
that's
Titans,
my guess.
The Titans have killed the penalty and are now back even. I heard at least one high sticking call on it. Okay. Well, we got one high stick in there, and
I would say both high. Just
something inaudible for the other penalty.
Yeah.
2:45 remaining in period number 2. Pine-Richland, courtesy of 2 goals in this frame, now in front. And Sean Meyers alongside Lee Mohn. Chris Lackner providing the videography for this broadcast on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Today, by the way, marked the first installment of the PIHL Notebook for 2017-18, and on Wednesday it'll be the first edition of the PIHL Power Play Show, which you can listen to beginning at 8 o'clock on the network. Shots 28-20 in favor of the Rams. Titans in possession of the puck, dump it high into the air, deep into Pine-Richland territory. Now a D-to-D pass comes along the near side boards. And the Rams able to get it out. Junker gloves it down, but in the neutral zone. So it goes back further into Shaler territory. Now it's flipped into the offensive zone where he gives chase. He's the first player to it. Circles back, plays it to the point. Big slap shot in on the chest of Coco, and he's able to hang on to it. Peter Coco making a good save. So with 1:46 remaining in period number 2, an offensive zone draw upcoming for the Titans.
Yeah, Wysick was trying to get in front of Coco on that shot, but just didn't get there in time. So Coco got a nice clear look at that.
Now a turning shot misses wide of the cage. Pine-Richland able to skate it out. Now let pass off of the stick of the intended target, Alexander Ryan. Still in the neutral zone. Ryan pokes it forward, but the first player to it is Stadahar for Shaler. Now his outlet pass off the mark. 8 shots on goal so far for Pine-Richland in the period. Make it number 9. A shot in close, up high, and a good save. Once again, it looked like it might have been off the helmet of Wolf. Now a slap shot never makes it through.
Yeah, it was good steal there, but better save.
It was Ryan who had that opportunity, as well as the follow-up attempt.
Yeah, Ryan made a really nice steal.
Now a sandwich as Carnivale for Pine-Richland was in the middle of it, but appears to be none the worse for wear.
Things are getting chippy. They're
right in front of the Rams bench, and I believe we're going to have a penalty that results.
Yep.
Clock stopped with 42.8 seconds remaining, as the players Walzer and Stute, who are in the box, now able to skate out, but going right back in is Pine-Richland's Knobloch, the goal scorer earlier.
They're only calling on him. Yeah, the old retaliation again, because Knobloch he got hit, and then he was doing some pounding on the player down on the ice, and that's what the referee saw.
So for the first time, the Titans go to the man advantage. Down by a goal here late in the period. That slap shot, I don't think ever made it through for Wiechik. Now he has it along the near boards. It's in front, and it's into that back of the net. That might have hit off a skate. It ricocheted off of something on the feed that time from the near boards from Wiechik. And very quickly, the equalizer on the man advantage for the Titans.
Yeah, Wiechik might have got a piece of that on the way in. I don't think Wiechik was the one that shot that. I think Wiechik might have been the one that deflected that, Sean. We'll wait for the official call, but he's acting like he's the one that tipped it in. So see how it goes with the power play goal. Tie this game up at 2.
So the late equalizer for the Titans. 30 seconds left now in the period. An immediate whistle and what looks to be an offsides.
Okay, so it was Walzer from Whitechick and Sarnowski.
Walzer, the equalizer with the man advantage.
So I apologize, Sean.
No problem. We'll get that all squared away, hopefully at the intermission, but we still have 10 seconds to play here. The Titans skating to the puck, but not able to get to it as the Rams play it deep. Now down to the final 3 seconds, back out to center red, and that will do it. We have played 34 minutes, and thus far we are deadlocked at 2 goals apiece between Pine-Richland and Shaler. We'll step aside. We'll be back to give our thoughts as well as a scoring recap through 2 periods. It is the 2017 PIHL hockey action. You're listening to it and watching it here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Turf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
Check out the new Triblive High School Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Triblive HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Triblive HSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
It's the grand opening of Freedom Pizza and Deli, located at 10339 Perry Highway in Wexford. Satisfy your cravings for gourmet pizza, wings, rolls, burgers, calzones, wraps, gyros, hoagies, sandwiches, wedgies, and pasta. Dine in, take it out, or get free delivery. Open 7 days a week, serving Wexford, Franklin Park, Ingomar, McCandless, and Bradford Woods. Freedom Pizza and Deli, located on 10339 Perry Highway in Wexford. Call 724-719-6751.
At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.
We're talking with Dr. Pete Peduzzi of American Back Centers about VaxD therapy. Dr. Peduzzi, it sounds like VaxD therapy can successfully treat a lot of disc-related problems.
Kathy, listeners need to know that VaxD is an effective treatment for herniated discs, degenerative disc disorder, foot drop, sciatica, stenosis, and even failed back surgery.
Really? So even if a patient has had back surgery and is still having problems, VaxD therapy can help?
Yes, at the American Back Centers, we've successfully treated patients who've had back surgery and are still experiencing pain. Before considering surgery, you should definitely give us a call. VaxD is safe, FDA approved, and has a high success rate for treating disc-related neck and back pain.
Thanks, Dr. Pete. Folks, if you have any of the problems we've discussed, please give Dr. Pete a call or visit the website at AmericanBackCenters.com.
At American Back Centers, you've got nothing to lose but the pain.
We wrap up football and tip off basketball in December with a couple of special shows here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. On Wednesday, December 6th, we have a special tip-off edition of the Round Ball Report at 5 p.m. with the top 5 individual players, top 5 teams from each classification, and the first edition of the Trib 10 Power Rankings. Then on December 13th at 5 p.m., it's the final edition of This Week in the WPIAL as we announce the Trib 25 Football All-Star Team. Don't miss the start of basketball and the finish of football with special shows Wednesday, December 6th and 13th at 5 p.m. on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
We have played 2 periods here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. And thus far, nothing's been decided. It is deadlocked at 2 goals apiece between the homestanding Shaler Titans and visiting Pine-Richland Rams. I'm Sean Meyers alongside broadcast partner Lee Mohn here in Harmarville. Lee, your impressions of the first 34 minutes. We've seen a lot of shots on net. These teams combining for more than 50. So far, it's been a lot of offense between these squads.
Definitely a lot of offense. Goalies have played, I think, fairly well. A lot of rebounds by both these goalies, giving up a lot of rebounds, but they've made some key saves when they had to. Starting to get a little chippy in the second period, so we'll see how the third period, see how the referees take control of that. But fairly evenly played game between these two teams so far.
And no surprise that the special teams have been a factor. We've seen for Shaler a shorthanded goal, a power play goal. So when you look at what the Titans have done this game, those specialty teams always very crucial, and they have to feel pretty good about their performance in that regard. Yeah,
you always hear the coaches say that's the key to the games, turnovers, or like in football, it's always turnovers. In hockey, it's you want to stay out of those shorthanded situations. But Shaler unable to do that, or both teams unable to do that, and both teams capitalizing.
Do you want to take us through the scoring recap thus far?
Yeah, sure. First period, Shaler scored on that shorthanded goal. 11:28 in the first period. Sam Sadar scored, I'm sorry, my fault. Camera Wycheck, scored unassisted at the 11:35 mark, making it 1-0. Second period, Pine-Richland was able to take advantage and score William Stute from Brandon Kazier. 35 seconds in the second period, making it 1-1, and Hunter Knobloch from Jack Carnivale, and Alexander Ryan, 11:22, making it 2-1, and then Shaler was able to tie it up just late here in the second period. Walzer scored an assist from Cameron Wycheck and Zachary Zarnowski at the 16:28 mark, making it 2-2. Shots on goal, 20-11 in the first period. Shaler outshot Pine-Richland 11-9 in the second period. 29-22 overall, Pine-Richland leading in the shots on goal.
And after just one penalty in the first period, things, to your point, Lee, got a little chippier in that second period as 4 total penalties called. When we head to period number 3, what are you expecting to see as far as these teams and what will be key for their victory?
I'm hoping both these coaches are going to try to cut down the opportunities, because it's been quite a lot of opportunities for both these teams. I would hope to see a little bit more defense from both these teams to try to cut down the odd man rushes and the opportunities they had. And sure, definitely going to talk to these teams about the chippiness that's going on, because that one power play, you get that power play that could lead into the winning goal. So you would hope the coaches would at least address that.
Well, the Zamboni on the ice right now. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll get you set for the third period of action. It is 2-2 between Shaler and Pine-Richland in this AA affair. You're listening to and watching PIHL Hockey. It's 2017 action here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary record tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
There's a new fear, not of better options, of rising loan rates. It's real. Rates have gone up, and Dollar Bank still has one of the lowest around. With a rate as low as 3.29% APR with only $50,000 borrowed, fixed for 7 years, there's nothing to fear. You can renovate the kitchen or update a bathroom or 2. So lock in your rate now before they, well, I don't want to say it out loud. If choosing the better option is your worry, you can be confident that Dollar Bank's loan experts have only your best interests in mind, since they're not paid a commission. So lock in your rate before they go up again. Get those home improvements done with a rate as low as 3.29% APR, fixed for 7 years. Longer terms are available. Stop by, call 1-800-242-BANK, or visit dollar.bank. Dollar Bank, mutually inspired. Rate is for well-qualified borrowers and includes a discount with a maintained qualifying checking account. Not available for the refinance of a Dollar Bank loan, line, or mortgage of less than $15,000 in new money. Monthly payment of $13.34 per $1,000 borrowed. Other terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice. Equal housing lender.
Who showed you how to get to Sesame Street and took you to visit Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? WQED. And now, WQED and PBS Learning Media can help you travel through space, get an up-close look into Vietnam, and be in the front row of a Broadway show. In collaboration with local school districts, community organizations, and local libraries, WQED continues to create experiences that remake learning for students, teachers, and lifelong learners. For more info, visit WQED.org and begin your adventure.
It's the grand opening of Freedom Pizza and Deli, located at 10339 Perry Highway in Wexford. Satisfy your cravings for gourmet pizza, wings, rolls, burgers, calzones, wraps, gyros, hoagies, sandwiches, wedgies, and pasta. Dine in, take it out, or get free delivery. Open 7 days a week, serving Wexford, Franklin Park, Ingomar, McCandless, and Bradford Woods. Freedom Pizza and Deli, located on 10339 Perry Highway in Wexford. Call 724-719-6751.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Welcome back. We are at the second intermission here between Shaler and Pine-Richland, coming courtesy of the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Lee Mohn on the call here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. 2 goals for Shaler, one in the first period, courtesy of a shorthanded tally from Cameron Wiechik, and a power play goal from Seth Walzer at the end of period number 2. In between, it was a pair of second period goals for Pine-Richland, William Stute and Hunter Knobloch. That's where we stand now as the team's just about set to retake the ice. We had mentioned quickly the top teams in the AA classification. In the Northwest Division, Quaker Valley leading the way with 14, and then Armstrong with 12 points. Mars and Hampton both with 10. Then there's Pine-Richland with 9 points. North Hills with 4. Montour still looking for its first point of the campaign. In the Southeast Division, Greater Latrobe leading the way with 12. Franklin Regional, Franklin Regional and Hempfield tied at 11. Shaler at 9. Baldwin, Upper St. Clair each with 8. Penn Trafford rounding out that division with 6 points.
Yeah, I really enjoyed going to Greensburg at one time, covering Latrobe. They get some wild fans up there over in Latrobe. Also, when Meadville was in the PIHL, it had a nice trip up to Meadville in their rink up there.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, yes.
Yeah, they were champions in Division II last year. The aforementioned Greater Latrobe Ice Cats were the runners-up in the AA classification.
Yeah, it's always a fun place in Meadville. I think can't remember who I went up there with now. It's broadcasting in Boston. Come on, Kenny Laird, believe it or not, is part of the network now. Kenny Laird, part of the radio networks up in Boston.
Of course, there will not be a repeat champion in this AA classification. That's because last year's Penguins Cup victors, the Plum Mustangs, moved up to AAA. It's been a slow start for Plum in the highest classification. So they moved up, and conversely, Pine-Richland dropped down. I'm sure to some extent the Mustangs were wishing they were still in AA, but nonetheless, talking to Coach Jim Black, he said he didn't think there was a massive difference between AAA and AA. He thought maybe a few teams in AAA had a little bit more depth, but he said there's a lot of AA teams that could go and beat just about any AAA team. So I don't think that there is a big difference, talking to the coaches at least.
It's sort of like basketball too. pretty fair comparison. You'll see a 4A team beat a 6A team in basketball, you know, but it is a depth thing, you know, so in the 6A squad you can see go 9 and, you know, 4A squad maybe not going as deep for the talent-wise, but same in hockey, so.
This is certainly a deep team for Pine-Richland.
Yes.
They have 4 lines that they feel confident in using.
You know, people at the rink getting ready for the Steeler game with the Renegade playing. We'll get to listen to the Steeler game on the way home, because we'll be bringing you the second part of the doubleheader.
That will be Central Catholic and Cathedral Prep, slated for 8 o'clock start, but we still got a full period, if not more, in this one as Pine-Richland enters the zone and a backhand feed broken up. Nice defensive play there by Shaler's Fuchs, as it's now cleared into the stands by the Titans.
We're not starting at 8. By the time they clear the ice and get this game done, I think it's going to be late.
Yeah, you never know. We'll see if they can make some magic happen. Nonetheless, it'll be thereabouts that we will have the second.
I'll say one thing about the PIHL, but they're usually pretty good with the way they space their games and the time and everything.
By the way, this venue here, the Alpha Ice Complex, the home of Chatham University as well. As this puck comes in front, ricochets off of a skate, and now the Titans trying to clear it out and are able to do so. Skating through center ice, entering the offensive zone. Drop pass, a high shot, and a glove save from Coco, who's able to hang on for the whistle.
Yeah, it's nice broadcast location we have here. I actually have a table, chairs, unlike going to some of the other rinks where we have to sit in the stands, but that's just the way it is. I'm not complaining by any means.
This was the home of the All-Star Games last year as well.
And the USA rink. We got USA, Europe, and Canada.
Yes. These teams patriotic tonight as the Rams in the defensive zone. Phipps able to play it ahead to a teammate. As Stute enters the zone 1-on-2, is able to nearly split that double team, but ultimately the puck just poked away from him at the last second. Now 2 players hit the ice at center. The Rams enter the zone. Good defense, however, by Shaler, in particular by David Serra. Titans skate up the near side along the boards. And it's quickly slapped back in from Pine-Richland's Brandon Kasher as he goes to the bench for a change. We have played just over a minute and a half of this third period, 3 17-minute periods at the PIHL level. Trying attempt to get it deep by Madeline.
Yeah, that 17 minutes, about 4 or 5 years back.
Big slap shot and a good save that time by Wyatt Wolf.
Yeah, add those 2 extra minutes to the period.
Behind the cage, Pine-Richland trying a centering feed, but that doesn't work. Fulmer able to keep it in, but only momentarily. That's clearing it out with Sarnowski on the backhand. Goes in on the cage where Coco will hang on.
Well, he's not taking any chances, was he? Junker really wasn't coming in on him, but nonetheless, we'll just take the face off.
Coco winless on the campaign, 0-2, 0-0. And his numbers weren't pretty entering play tonight, but certainly will be getting much better, at least through the first 2 periods.
Yeah. See what the third period holds. He's played pretty well.
Yeah, with the number of shots these goalies have faced, they're both plus side of 900 on the save percentage. As Pine-Richland has a man behind the defense and a pass just out of the reach of that player, Ryan. He was calling for it all along.
He was calling for a good 5 seconds there.
And now Stute into the slot, and he scores as he rips one past the goalkeeper, Wyatt Wolf. William Stute is able to find the back of the net for the second time and gives Pine-Richland a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, that puck squirted away from Shaler. Didn't see how that, who was able to get that puck to Stute, though. But we'll get the official announcement. But Stute had a nice opportunity, and boy, just wristed it strongly past the glove side of Wolf. 3-2 Pine-Richland.
Coco was at the Rams bench. Now he goes back into the cage. As the Titans quickly come the other way and hit one off of the post, far side. Coco couldn't find it for a second. That one was low along the ice, got past him, but not past the post.
Wow.
Now a turning shot broken up. Rams have it back in their own territory and now get it out to center red. Back onto the stick of Fisher Keller for the Titans. He plays it ahead. Battle at center ice. Looks like it's going to be a delayed penalty upcoming against Pine-Richland. Shaler has it in the offensive zone. Back to the far point. Now Stadahar, the extra attacker, out, whiffs on a shot. The Rams still haven't gotten possession. Now center point, partially deflected into the corner. Shaler trying to keep the play alive, but finally it's touched. We will have a penalty against Pine-Richland to set up the Titans for a chance to get the equalizer again.
What a great opportunity for Stadahar. Coming off the bench as the extra attacker, and he was all alone in the slot, just fanned on it. It sounded like Stuke got the goal, and it sounded like Alexander Ryan got the assist on that goal.
Monaco goes to the box for what he hopes will be 2 minutes for Pine-Richland as Shaler wins the draw. Now in possession is Wiecek. He had the first goal of this contest. Clearing opportunity, it goes back to center ice. Mitchell Fuchs plays it ahead. Now circling back is Wiecek. Full head of steam, comes down the near side. Skates behind the net. Centering pass, broken up in front, still loose, and now Pine-Richland able to clear it. 30 seconds elapsed in this man advantage for the Titans. Trying to get back even. Wary down low on the back end, plays to a teammate. Down low again. Good job defensively by Pine-Richland, but Fuchs able to keep in the clearing attempt, and now a whistle. And we're going to have a tripping. Which way is it going? It looks like it's going to be against the Titans.
They can't believe it either.
And it will be against Shaler, and in particular, Seth Walzer.
Boy, Walzer can't believe it.
Second time he heads to the penalty box.
You better be careful because he's chirping at the referee right now.
He was called for a high sticking the first time. This time for the trip. So the teams now play for a side. That'll be the case for over a minute. Back to the far side point. Shot misses well wide of the cage from the Titans. Now a turnover behind the net. Shaler first team to it. Junker plays it down low. Back to the near point. Bach with a spinning play. Tries to get a backhand feed in front, but it never made it through. Junker tried to wind up for a shot, but good back pressure prevented that. Titans down by a goal. Pine-Richland comes the other way. Great feed. Stute, shot misses badly. You've seen him be very dangerous so far in this game with a pair of tallies. Now Chestnut keeps it in. It goes off of the boards and right out in front to Wyatt Wolf, who will cover up with his glove.
The Pine-Richland with this early 3-2 lead here in the third period.
And the Rams will be going to the power play in 17 seconds. It'll be an abbreviated man advantage. There's a big collision in the corner. Teams continue to battle for it at 4 players aside. Now it comes back out. Feed up to Wild. Wild is double teamed and now triple teamed, but still has it. Plays it around. Back to the far point. Immediately goes back down low. Man advantage now for the Rams. 35 seconds remaining on that 5-on-4 advantage. Now back to the point. High shot and a save along the shoulder. That time by Wyatt Wolf. Good job keeping that one in his body.
Yeah, good job. Jacob Madeline really playing well in the offensive zone, though. Creating some opportunities there for the Pine-Richland Rams. So Pine-Richland trying to break this game open a little bit. So got 25 seconds left in the power play.
Now it comes out. It could be a 2-on-1 for the Titans, shorthanded. A turning shot and missing the net that time was Wary. He had with him Wiecek, but just couldn't get anything on the cage. Feel like that could be a massive missed opportunity. Now the final seconds of the man advantage for Pine-Richland. As the Titans back even. 10:25 remaining in regulation. 3-2 in favor of Pine-Richland. Sean Meyers, Lee Mohn on the call here. Reminder that we will have the 3 stars of the game when this one's all said and done. Good skating from Lindauer, the leading scorer entering play tonight for Pine-Richland. Titans can't get it out of the zone, a turnover. Feed in front broken up, however. Another failed opportunity to get it out. And now the puck does trickle out as Monaco will play it. Skates into the zone, but does so offsides for a stoppage.
So both teams will go for a line change here. Good game between these two schools. Pretty evenly matched teams between these two schools here.
Identical records entering play tonight. Rams with a bad pass, but it ricochets off the boards and still connects. Now a big collision behind the Titans net. Shaler playing it forward, it's Arnowski. Well, the game was wide open offensively through the first period in particular, and for a lot of the second period as well, Lee. That's not necessarily quite the case here in this third. It's been a little bit more of a tightly defended contest. I think certainly now with the lead, that would favor Pine-Richland.
Without a doubt. So Ryan was the only assist on that Knobloch, on that Stute goal. The go-ahead goal.
Stute certainly in the running for the #1 star.
I would think so.
I'll give you the honor of choosing the 3.
Thanks.
You can confer with me, but I'll leave the final verdict up to you.
It's always a team.
You could bring Chris Lackner in on the discussion as well if you want.
He's smiling over there.
He's our videographer.
Yeah.
As we have a stoppage.
We can make Chris feel important somehow.
No, he's doing a great job. I mean, he's definitely one of the top 4 videographers that we have with the network.
We'll keep it at that. So he's in the running for the 3 stars then, huh? Okay.
Could be. Pine-Richland in its own territory. 8:37 remaining in regulation, holding a 3-2 lead over Shaler. Now the Titans turn it over. And a shot from a tough angle. That's smothered by Wyatt Wolf.
Yeah, we saw one of those get through him earlier in this game. One of those sneaked through. That one did not. Shots 34-26 Pine-Richland.
Rams win the draw, try to go forward with it, but it never made it through to the cage. Now back out to the neutral zone. Pine-Richland right back into the zone. A drop pass ends up on the stick of Stute. He's double teamed. Now 5 players battling for possession. No one able to come up with it cleanly initially. Now the Titans do, and they get it out. Beautiful feed onto the stick of Wiechik. As he dumps it deep. Out to play it is Coco. And a centering feed and the equalizer for the Titans, but it's going to be waved off.
Why did they wave it off?
Well, it's a very emphatic wave, and the Titans in disbelief. It looked like a mistake by Coco, who's been a little hesitant to play the puck. He came out, was trapped out of the net. I don't know if maybe it was off of a skate, Lee. That's the only thing I could deduce. But right now, the Titans are dangerously close to completely losing their minds.
Or he lost track of the puck. I don't. Trying to find out whether Coco definitely made the mistake and let that puck sit out front. He made the initial save, and then the puck was deflected in. But the referee blew it off quickly.
Well, now an explanation being given to first-year head coach Steven Stadahar.
The referee blew it off, very, very quickly, so.
Well, right now there's.
Sound like saying something in the line of he didn't see it. I'm guessing the referee lost track of the puck and blew it dead. Thought maybe Coco had it because Coco was down on the ground, and maybe he thought that Coco had it and blew the whistle and then realized he didn't, and it was too late after that. The whistle already blew.
Nonetheless, it remains 3-2 in favor of Pine-Richland, and disaster averted for the Rams. I'd be willing to bet that Coco's probably not going to stray too far out of his cage from now on after that.
Yeah, he was nonchalantly getting back into the net, and that's a bad mistake, but got lucky in that one.
We'll see if there's a momentum swing after that nullified goal. Another way talking about Steven Stadahar in his first year, 1990 graduate of Shaler, a former player who played under the guidance of Ron Steedle, who's now one of his assistants. As a fluttering shot goes backdoor, and nearly an opportunity to bat it out of the air by Lindauer, just fanned on it. Now to the half boards on the far side. Centering feed is a poor one.
Yeah, and they won the title that year in 1990.
Could be a 3-on-2 for the Titans the other way. But the feed in front never made it through. It was broken up by Garrity.
Yeah, good step-up defense there by Garrity.
Now 2 players were cutting into this slot. It went past both of them for the Titans. As a result, having to race back as Walzer, but he does a good job. Things opening up offensively as a shot high of the cage. Titans starting to swarm a little bit. And now Walzer picks off a pass, feeds it in front, turning, shot just misses wide on the backhand side, misses wide again. There was a partially open net there, but just couldn't get through. Now a shot from the point, saved. Coco's scrambling a bit here. He did make that last save, however.
Yeah, a little slow getting back and forth was Coco. 2 missed opportunities for Shaler.
Titans looking for a third one. And a drop pass. And a shot just steered away that time off the attempt by Walzer.
Yeah, Platt just missed the rebound. Had a wide open net, just couldn't get a stick on it.
This Titans team swarming, trying to get the equalizer, but now Pine-Richland trying to come the other way. That's broken up and dumped deep by Platt, who will get a change. Now a bad pass will be intercepted. Sarnowski plays it on the backhand down low. Pine-Richland on its heels. Still not able to get it out. And now finally it does go back to center red where Sarah plays it.
Yeah, Shaler, some great pressure here.
This one flipped high into the air and off of part of the ceiling.
The low
support
rafters.
Beams. Yeah.
It's the one thing that does come into play here. Here in Valencia's and others.
Yeah, that's much lower than here even.
Yeah, you get those low rafters. Unlike volleyball, can't play it off the rafters here.
Not a lot of Murphy dumps.
No. And I think Pine-Richland took the time out here as well as they probably should.
You know, right now this is a team under Jim Black that is not playing very strong defensive hockey over the last 5 or so minutes. There's a barrage of shots. The Shaler Titans up now to 30 shots. And Pine-Richland at 34. So remember, it was a 9-shot lead for the Rams after the first period. That's been trimmed down to just 4 at this point.
Yes, yeah, so 8 shots on goal here for Shaler here in the third period, and 5 for Pine-Richland. But boy, Shaler playing very, very well here these last 5 minutes, trying to get that tying goal.
Well, they thought they had the tying goal. Certainly fans of the Titans, or certainly the players and coaches, believe that they should have had it, but nonetheless it was whistled after going into the net, the official emphatically waving it off, and we remain at 3-2. So after the timeout, the team's back on the ice. 5:41 left in regulation. The second game tonight, Central Catholic Cathedral Prep, slated for 8 o'clock start. Backhand towards the cage. A save that time by Wolf. I don't know if he knew where it was exactly, but he had it covered up. Seems like Wolf has been a little bit more confident than his counterpart Coco in this third period. So Titans get into the offensive zone deep. Good defensive play by Pine-Richland. But the Titans dig it out, play it back to the far point. Now turning shot down low is gloved away by the Rams. This one initially indicated to be an icing, and indeed it is.
Ooh.
And that one, I think, was very iffy, but
wow,
Nonetheless, it is whistled and will go deep for the Titans.
Yeah, I didn't think they was going to get an icing call there. That puck was slowly rolling around.
Well, the officials say they don't have makeup calls, but I mean, that's maybe a little bit of a minor consolation after the goal was waved off.
I'm an official, so we don't have makeup calls.
Publicly, you can't say that at least.
At least I don't have makeup calls. How about that?
Just one.
Can I say it that way?
You can.
Okay.
Played up off of the boards, kept in momentarily, but does come out eventually and right back into Pine-Richland territory.
Because I don't think I'm going to convince you otherwise. So.
Now it's wrapped off the boards and all the way out.
That should be icing.
And indeed it will. Trying to get over to keep it in was R.J. Fisher. He got along the boards, but the puck took a inopportune bounce from his perspective.
Yeah, Pine-Richland getting a little bit of a defensive mode right now. That might cost them. A little too soon to be dumping. A lot of time left yet.
Now in front, players battling for it. 2 go down, no call, and Pine-Richland skates it out.
Yeah, Stedhar was trying to sell it.
Stute enters the zone. Can't get the first shot through. He's done an incredible job of going 1-on-2 or so and still getting opportunities. Just tenacious on the puck. Now it comes the other way. Just gently steering it with the stick this time is Coco. Just over 4 minutes left in regulation. Pine-Richland up by a goal. Titans looking to pull even in front. Backhand shot and it just misses. I think maybe getting a piece of it was Coco. Now Fisher Keller plays it down with the glove. Keeps it in. And we have a stoppage and a whistle. Looks like it's going to come out.
I think it might have been a high stick on the puck. My guessing. Boy, Coco's getting some good breaks down there. I'll tell you, that puck just trickled wide on the short side.
1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the second for the Titans as the shot misses wide, and Wolf was not even reacting to that one.
Yeah, just let it go by.
Buck, a spinning backhand. Titans have it. Centering feed hits the side of the net. Back behind the net again, comes out in front. Pine-Richland the first team to it and able to get it out. Now giving chase for the Rams is Ryan. Back in his own zone, Mitchell Fuchs.
Well, he's had a quiet game tonight.
Yeah, team leader in goals entering play.
Hasn't even really had a lot of opportunities.
Pine-Richland gets it ahead to center and poking it deep. It was Knobloch. He has a goal for the Rams tonight. The Titans in their own territory, 2:42 remaining. At what point do you start to look for the extra attacker?
Yeah, probably about another minute yet.
I'm hoping they won't need one as they get the equalizing goal on the backhand. He said he had a quiet night. Not anymore. Mitchell Fuchs, a terrific backhand top shelf. We're even at 3 goals apiece.
Well, what a great job. He had a man draped all over him too, did Mr. Fuchs. A la Sidney Crosby, just sticking that one-handed backhand shot. Boy, what a great job. Tucked the top shelf. What a goal there by Mitchell Fuchs. That was pretty.
As Chelsea Dagger playing here at the Alpha Ice Complex. That's the definition of a terrific player, just making incredible individual play. Yeah. As he has pulled his team even.
Yeah, that's a line change too.
Now less than 2.5 minutes in regulation remaining. You got the sense that Pine-Richland was back on its heels for most of this third period. Would they be able to hold the fort long enough? The answer, no, as we are back square. Titans enter the zone. Now it's back out to center red. Wrapped behind the cage. Wiecek gets it in front and just back in time to make the save was Coco. Now a big slap shot broken up, turning shot, that one doesn't make it through. Another turning shot, that one doesn't make it through. Backhand misses. Shaler's continuing to swarm here. Leachik gloves it down but can't corral it. Now back to the point. Redirected in front by Stadahar. Shaler's got the burst right now. Momentum on the Titans side. 1:45 remaining. Centering feed, but the first team to it are the Rams. Fuchs with the equalizer, just over 2.5 minutes remaining. Where he comes in, his shot high. Big rebound, hits off the back of the net. And now popped up high into the air. Fuchs to it. He's got some room in front of him. From the far side circle, his pass broken up. He gets right back on the puck. Plays it down low. Where he has it. Plays it back to center point. Fuchs can't get much behind it. 1:10 remaining, and it has played the length of the ice for an icing. And an offensive zone draw coming for the Titans.
Yeah, Fuchs gets that goal assist by Zachary Sarnowski at 14:28.
Second helper for Sarnowski tonight. 1:07 remaining in period number 3. Titans win the draw. Pine-Richland skates it out though. And now the Rams with some burst. Knocked off the puck is Lindauer. Turning shot and a routine save by Wolf with the glove.
Good defensive play there by Walzer to knock Pine-Richland off that puck. Shaler still has a timeout left. See when they might use that. I'm assuming Pine-Richland's the one that called that first time out.
I think that would be a good assumption. Now remember this year, overtime different. It is wide open, to say the least, the 3-on-3 overtime, followed by, if needed, a shootout. There are no ties anymore as a long shot from McLeister easily saved by Wolf.
In the 3-on-3, what, 5 minutes? Or
I believe it is 5 minutes. And when you get to 3-on-3, as has been evidenced at the NHL level, you get scoring opportunities one way and quickly right back on the other.
And that's why they do it. They try to break that tie without the shootout. I'd like to see them do that in like soccer.
3-on-3 soccer.
Or 5-on-5 or something like that, but definitely make it a little bit more interesting.
27 seconds remaining in regulation. We are deadlocked at 3 goals apiece, courtesy of the late equalizer from Mitchell Fuchs. Now Pine-Richland comes ahead, could have an opportunity. Entering the zone and pulling it back is Benotto, and now the Titans come back. 2-on-3, and a good defensive play, a lot of contact, but it was legal for the Rams. Down to the final 3 seconds, and we are headed to overtime. So we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will get you the 3-on-3 overtime period between the Rams and the Titans. It's 2017-18 PIHL hockey here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Back here at the Alpha Ice Complex, Sean Meyers, Lee Mohn, we head to overtime, a 3-on-3 overtime between the Shaler Titans, the Pine-Richland Rams. The late goal by Shaler has forced this.
3 minutes on the clock, 3-on-3. Threes are wild. Yeah,
the officials motioning, trying to explain which way the teams are going here.
Yeah, they stay the same way.
Switching them around. The goalies have the long skate to the opposite end.
Yeah, the goalies thought they were switching the sides, but no, they're not.
Pine-Richland clad in the green jerseys with the white numbers. Shaler the white jerseys, the blue numbers, the red trim.
So 3-on-3 hockey for 3 minutes.
Or less, obviously it is first goal wins. As Stute has it, as a player goes down behind the play. 2-on-2 now for Pine-Richland entering the zone. Stute has it. Far circle. His pass in front doesn't make it through. Bounces on the cage. Going down Wyatt Wolf after he makes the save and covers up.
Yeah, Kaysher he was there. But Wolf, good job hanging on to that puck.
Weecheck now coming out for Shaler. Remember, if nothing is decided in this overtime, we head to a shootout. Ties a thing of the past in the PIHL. As it comes out to center red. Weecheck gives chase, he comes up with it. Can't make a move past the defense that time of Garrity.
Yeah, he did one, but couldn't do it the second time.
Garrity's got some room, drops it back. Now an opportunity down low, and the shot just misses high. That was Kasher who had that chance. Fuchs the other way, as he's got some separation. He comes in on the cage. Pass in front, he had a man, but just out of his reach, and now quickly the Rams come the other way, a 2-on-1. Kasher has it, down the near side. His shot saved initially, the rebound batted, but never made it on the cage. As the net comes off, and that'll stop play with 2:08. And the fans are fired up, there's action furiously going both ways. Opportunities for both these squads, but so far, 52 seconds into the extra period, we're tied.
Yeah, Stute was looking for a penalty because he was rushing, trying to get that rebound. He was pushed forward. Maybe an interference call was coming, but did not get the call.
That's Lee Mohn. I'm Sean Meyers here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Chris Lackner manning the cameras for this overtime affair. 3-3 between Pine-Richland and Shaler. Now a semi-wraparound attempt to no avail for Benotto, the captain for this Rams team. Wild to take the draw, and he wins it. But it goes behind the net, and that favors the Titans. Shaler able to get it out. Wary gives chase. Plays it off for the boards. It bounces in off sides on the Titans, so they'll touch up as Benotto has it for Pine-Richland. Slowly skates into the neutral zone. Lindauer now down the near side, drops it back. Benotto slap shot. That one fluttered towards the cage. Big rebound, but the shot blocked wide. Now a tough angle backhand from Lindauer, easily saved from Wolf. That stops the clock. 1:31 remaining in this 3-on-3 overtime. And fresh bodies come out each way.
Yeah, you would think Stute would be coming out. Yep, for sure.
Titans win the draw. Now a feed across. Turning shot partially blocked. Into the Titans corner. Can Shaler get it out? They can. As Walzer has it. Enters the zone with some speed. Backhand feed in front. Went through everyone, but ultimately came out the other way. Now Pine-Richland skating. And the fans are into this one, Lee.
To say the least.
Hopefully you're enjoying watching this one here on the network.
Yep. They like this 3-on-3.
Now 50 seconds remaining in the overtime. Could a shootout be looming?
I hope not. I don't think these fans can hack that.
Goes back into Titans territory, and now Shaler quickly gets it back out to center red and actually goes back into Pine-Richland's end of the ice. Benotto has it behind the cage. Backhand off of the net. That was dangerous, but not costly in this scenario. Weechick loses it. Now 2-on-1 the other way. Backhand pass, but it's a bad one. Lindauer couldn't corral it. Final 12 seconds. He still has the puck. Feeds a lofted pass back and doesn't work in the final 5 seconds. And back to get a Pine-Richland, and we are going to head to the shootout. So no goals in that overtime. Is there, how many shots were there in the overtime? Trying to do some mental math here. Looks like 6 shots for Pine-Richland in that overtime. And just 1 for Shaler. So now the shootout, as the goalies will certainly be in the spotlight. Wyatt Wolf for the Titans. And on the other side for Pine-Richland, Peter Coco. As they come to the bench, the coaches will decide on their shooters. Well, this has been a fun game so far,
Oh,
hasn't
yeah,
it?
it has.
Two teams even in the standings, albeit in different divisions. So let's see who goes first here. Looks like it's going to be Pine-Richland and Jared Eggert.
One and done.
So here comes Eggert. He skates in slowly on Wolf. And he's rejected. So he went to the forehand, and Wolf was not fooled by that one.
Yeah, a lot of speed on that, so Wycheck and figure would be coming out. Yeah, he does. I'm surprised we didn't see William Stute for Pine-Richland.
So Cameron Wycheck, he had the first goal of this game on a breakaway shorthanded. Comes in, and a big save that time by Peter Coco.
Yeah, Wycheck can't believe it.
So now the Rams, with their second chance, call on their leading point producer heading into play tonight, Nicholas Lindauer. Lindauer skates in with some speed on Wolf. Coming straight ahead. Makes a move. Did he slide it through? No! He tried to go 5-0. Wolf got enough of it. He looked behind him, but it never crossed the goal line. Wyatt Wolf makes another big save. And now the Titans call upon Stadahar. There comes Sam Stadahar slowly in. And that one looked like it hit off the butt end of the goal stick of Coco and went wide.
These goalies are coming up big here in overtime. Now here's my man. Well, I thought maybe he should have been first in William Stute.
So Stute, who had a second period goal and a third period goal, tries to add a shootout goal. Comes in on Wolf, straight ahead, goes to the backhand, elevates it, and a great glove save by Wyatt Wolf.
What a nice save. Go top shelf backhand. Wolf guessed correctly. Great save.
Mitchell Fuchs can end it.
It's the best the goalies have looked all night.
They have made some great saves. Here comes Fuchs. He had the equalizer with just 2.5 minutes remaining. Skates in, rips a shot, and Mitchell Fuchs goes high for the game winner. As the celebration on the Shaler Titans score a thrilling victory. The final score in this one, courtesy of the shootout, Shaler 4, Pine-Richland 3. We'll step aside very quickly. We'll get you the scoring recap and our final thoughts in this one. Once again, in the shootout, the Titans knock off the Rams 4-3. You're listening to 2017 PIHL action. It's right here. It's on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
We wrap up football and tip off basketball in December with a couple of special shows here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. On Wednesday, December 6th, we have a special tip-off edition of the Round Ball Report at 5 p.m. with the top 5 individual players, top 5 teams from each classification, and the first edition of the Trib 10 Power Rankings. Then on December 13th at 5 p.m., it's the final edition of This Week in the WPIAL as we announce the Trib 25 Football All-Star Team. Don't miss the start of basketball and the finish of football with special shows Wednesday, December 6th and 13th at 5 p.m. on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Don's talking about the start of basketball and the finish of football, but we are in mid-season thrilling form here in the PIHL. What a terrific hockey game. The Shaler Titans, a 4-3 victor, courtesy of the shootout over the Pine-Richland Rams. I'm Sean Meyers alongside Lee Mohn here at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. Lee, a thrilling contest.
Yeah, it sure was. Two evenly matched teams that laid it all out. And goalies played well in the third period, played very, very well in the overtime and the shootout. But unfortunately, one team's going to win, and that's going to be the Shaler Titans here tonight.
Should we do the scoring recap or the 3 stars first?
We'll do the 3 stars. I got the 3 stars. I'll go for the scoring recap.
All right. So we will give the scoring recap.
Yeah.
1 goal in the first period. It came at the 11:35 mark. It was Cameron Wycheck, unassisted on a shorthanded tally for Shaler. That gave the Titans the 1-0 lead. That was the score after the first period. but a pair of Pine-Richland goals in the second had them ahead. The first coming just 35 seconds in. It was William Stute from Brandon Kasher. That was the equalizer to make it 1-1, and then the go-ahead goal by Hunter Knobloch from Jack Carnivale and Alexander Rhine made it 2-1 in favor of the Rams, but just 31.6 seconds remaining in that second frame. Seth Walzer on a power play from Wiechek and Zach Sarnowski. That made it 2-2. That's where we stood heading to period number 3. Pine-Richland again took a lead. Stute with his second goal, assisted by Rhine. That coming at the 2:49 mark had Pine-Richland ahead 3-2. They held that lead for the majority of the third period until with 2:32 left, Mitchell Fuchs got the equalizing goal. Sarnowski was able to get that equalizer, or excuse me, the assist on that equalizer, and that made it 3-3. We headed to a 3-minute 3-on-3 overtime. No goals in that, despite a lot of options for both teams, and then we head to the shootout. The first 5 shooters were all rejected until the winning shootout goal came courtesy of Mitchell Fuchs for the Titans to give them the 4-3 victory.
You know, I had to call him out earlier, huh?
You did. Said he had a quiet game, and that was the case until about 2.5 minutes left, and he was anything but quiet the rest of the way.
Well, he got one of our Triblive 3 stars of the game. Third star of the game is we're going to go with Cameron Wiechek, a 1 goal and 1 assist. Mitchell Fuchs is going to get the second star of the game with a goal and the game winner. And going to go with our number 1 star of the night, William Stute, with 2 goals on the night.
All right, well, that's going to do it here with the victory. Pine-Richland improves its record, or excuse me, let me try that one again. With the victory, Shaler improves its record to 5-3-1-0. Pine-Richland with the loss falls to 4-1-1. There's 4 categories that makes it awfully confusing. Nonetheless, to clarify, a point for Pine-Richland. They now have 10 points on the season. Shaler gets the 2 full points, courtesy of the victory. They now have 11. That's going to do it here from the Alpha Ice Complex. Reminder that we will have a second video broadcast upcoming in probably just about 10 minutes or so. It'll be between Central Catholic and Cathedral Prep. We'll have it right here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. But we sign off now from our broadcast colleague Lee Mohn, Sean Meyers saying goodnight. Your final score, once again, Shaler in the shootout, 4-3 over Pine-Richland. You've been listening to 2017 PIHL Hockey. It's been here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
You have been listening and watching PIHL High School Hockey on the Triblive High School Sports Network, sponsored in part by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. You can follow the PIHL High School Hockey season by logging on every day to www.tribhssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been a special presentation of the PIHL and Triblive High School Sports Network.